My name is Anthony DiBenedetto, and my topic is investing for retirement. Imagine that you just won a sweepstakes, and there are two ways that you could collect your money. You could take $1 million in cash, or you could take a penny and double it every day for 31 days, and then take that total. Which one would you choose? Well, if you'd have taken the penny and doubled it every day for 31 days, you'd have ended up with over $10 million. That's the power of compound interest and one of the many rudiments of investing. I'm a former financial services representative and have been individually investing for about 3 years. I also work as an author for an investment website called Seeking Alpha. The best way to ensure that you're financially independent come your retirement is to start investing right now. According to famous hedge fund manager Jim Cramer, it takes money to make money. Your paycheck will never earn you your fortune. You have to save and you have to invest. Today I will explain to you 2 ways that you can start investing for your future right now. The first can be the most difficult, but can also be the most lucrative: stocks. A stock in rudimentary terms is basically a share in ownership in a company. So imagine a huge pie with 100 slices, and each slice you buy is a share. And the money that you spent goes to the company, and you get to keep that slice, or a share. Now, how can you make money by investing in stocks? Well, let's say that you think ABC Company is very undervalued at $5 a share. So you buy $1,000 worth of its stock. Well, next month they release an earnings statement, and you were right. It was very undervalued. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to buy the stock. So the supply stays the same while the demand goes up, which will increase the price. Let's say hypothetically to $15 a share. Well, that would be a 200% increase, so that $1,000 just went to $4,000. And that's why stocks can be so addictive and also so lucrative. According to famous investor Peter Lynch, if you would have invested $10,000 into Dell in 1989, in 1999, 10 years later, you'd have had over $8.9 million. Or $890,000 a year. Now let's assume in that same year you decided to invest into Dell, Home Depot, Best Buy, and a radio station called Clear Channel Communications. With $10,000 invested in each of those companies, that $40,000 would have turned into $18,365,000 in a 10-year period, or $1.5 million a year. Who needs a job? So, now for those of you who don't have the time or the patience or even the confidence to manage your own stock portfolio, you can invest into what's called a mutual fund. Now, a mutual fund is basically just a big pool of dozens of stocks. And it's more convenient for a lot of people who want to invest but they don't necessarily have the time. Now, of course, you do have options. According to young investor author Catherine Bateman, there's over 5,000 available mutual funds. Now, if you really think that this year will be a great year for technology stocks, then you can invest into a mutual fund that holds primarily technology. Now, this is how it works. Say that you have 20 technology stocks in one fund. Let's say 10 increase by 100%, and the other 10 go bankrupt. They're no longer here. Well, your total return would actually be 0%. Because the gains will offset your losses and vice versa. It's a lot less risky than stocks, and with less risk comes less reward, but reward nonetheless. So how do you invest? Where do you go? What do you do? And who do you talk to? If you're interested in stocks, you can either start online or through an investment agencies. They have places such as Edward Jones and Scottrade, and you can also go online to places like E-Trade with the baby, or Scottrade even has some. I go through Trade King, places like that. And they'll have unlimited help resources that can help you make better investment decisions. Places such as this. Now, if you're invested in mutual funds, those can be easily found. Most insurance companies actually offer mutual funds. But I suggest sticking with the ones that are more prominent in the industry, such as Fidelity or Magellan or BlackRock. Maybe you've heard of some of these. With most funds, you can actually start right now. You can go online right now and you can invest say with just $1,000, you can start investing in a mutual fund right now. So they're very accessible. So now, what are the risks and how do you lessen your chances of actually losing money? Well, the opposition makes up just about every reason in the book not to invest. Whether they think it's too risky or they don't have enough money, none of those excuses are valid. I started with only $200 and I've grown that exponentially since then. And as far as risk goes, when you start out, you only want to invest in large cap stocks and large cap mutual funds, meaning that you only want to invest in established companies that are highly unlikely of going bankrupt. So, and when you get more comfortable, you can start taking more risks. And as goes with everything in your life, your greatest wisdom will derive from your greatest mistakes. So in closing, there are two types of investors in this world. The ones who do it early, and then the ones who scramble to do it 5 to 10 years before retirement. 401ks, 403bs, 457bs, they won't provide you with that nest egg that you're really going to need come your retirement. And the last thing that you want to happen is to be 60 years old and still having to work for money. So if you want complete financial independence come your retirement, then the best way to ensure that hope is to start investing right now. Thank you.